Welcome back to the program. Almost every day we're hearing about people resigning from powerful positions in the United States because of the Epstein files. So what does the latest release reveal about who's next and the true impact on the world's elite? Jody Neal joins me now, who's a child abuse expert and survivor and the author of the forthcoming book, Outcry Witness. Ms. Neal, welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a lovely evening here in Dallas.
Well, it'd be even lovelier, would you agree, if we saw some of the people who did evil things to children get actually indicted and prosecuted?
Oh, man. Boy, would I love to prosecute those cases. Whew.
Well,
just sit me in a courtroom and run them on through. I'd stay there all day.
But are there cases to be made? Because this seems to be the big mystery. There are lots of people named, including, I know somebody's going to call and say, Donald Trump is named in the Epstein files. Yeah, so is Hillary Clinton and a whole bunch of other people. Where are we seeing, or where are we ever going to see the evidence that people are implicated for doing evil and illegal things to children?
Well, in the state of Texas, all the state needs to prove the elements of an offense is the testimony of one witness.
Yep.
So ostensibly, assuming the survivors are still alive, their testimony could reopen a criminal case. You know, what we have in the Epstein files right now is, I mean, it's hearsay in a court of law, but that doesn't mean that the survivors can't make an outcry. And if the statute hasn't run, which it probably hasn't on a criminal case, it could be fair game.
I think you're right. And, Jody, the thing that's frustrated me is that, and from the beginning, when people said, get the Epstein files out, I was all for it. Trump was asking for it at one point. Then at one point he said, there's nothing there. Let's move along. And I thought that was wrong, although I kind of thought he might be baiting the left. And they did rise to the bait, and they said, yes, you have to release them right now. So the law got passed. The files are being released. And there's a whole bunch of really nasty, tawdry stuff in there, but not a whole lot of criminality that you can find. Or am I wrong about that?
I mean, let's just say there's at minimum reasonable suspicion and probably probable cause. I mean, if one of these survivors, who is a witness to the actual events or the victim of what was actually happening in these files, came forward and said the truth about what happened to them, then that would be a pretty powerful case.
And one of the mysteries that I've always tried to figure out is during Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, there was one of the young ladies who took the stand, now an adult, and she was asked, well, what did Ghislaine Maxwell say to you and about you? And she said, I would be perfect for Jeffrey and his friends.